Wolves, Aston Villa, Fulham, Newcastle. So it's too early to say, but it's looking better than most seasons. So I'll say that now. So I believe Ipswich was like 15th last season at one point, and then it will finish 19th. So it's not over yet, as they say. Oh, they've got they've got 3 as well. Who did they even beat? Oh, they beat Nottingham Forest, didn't they? I'm watching that. That's ridiculous. This is a very sad one because, yeah, to be fair, they do have the team. It's just whether the team can then keep up. Because I mean, really, let's think about it. Who have they played? They played West Ham. They played someone else. Who did they play? They played Burnley and they played Nottingham Forest. So I mean, the Nottingham Forest, no, the Nottingham Forest. That's West Ham. Who else did some of them play? They played someone else and won, didn't they? Who did they? They also beat Brentford, and we all know what Brentford's been like. If by October or November they're still out of relegation, then it's gonna get real interesting. Fulham, basically Arsenal's team from 8 years ago. Now, I don't know. I mean, I'm not just gonna say Arsenal because I want Arsenal to win. I'm gonna say it because we have to kind of win at this. We have to win because if we don't, no, I mean, if we get to a final, let's say we somehow get fluke our way to the Champions League final. Let's say we fluke our way to win something like the FA Cup or Champions League, then we'll finish like third. But if we don't, we're gonna have to go full force, and we've got the team to do that. We just haven't got the mentality. I don't know that's the wrong thing because they just sort of feel sorry for themselves, Arsenal. I mean, they lose to Liverpool. I mean, it weren't even that bad of a performance, but you can just tell. I don't think we'll win. No, we won't win the Carabao Cup because Arteta is arrogant and he thinks that's a cup for like small teams. He thinks we're too good to win it. If we're too good to win it, why have we not won anything else? That's my question. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. Well, that's up there for the watch-alongs, and yeah, same with Liverpool. Yeah, I mean Liverpool actually trying the Carabao Cup, but then you also have the team to do that. We haven't. I mean, we have sort of this season. I mean, let's think about Arsenal's second team. Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean the FA Cup. Yeah, he sort of did that. To be fair, I'll give you that one. But we have the taunt to do it. Like, let's think of Arsenal's second team. It's Risa Balaga. They have White or Timber, and then Lewis Skelly, Hinchappie, and Mosquera. I mean, that's a really good. I think if you don't get, I don't know. I said this earlier when I was talking to someone at my new school. I said I don't think he's going to get sacked. I think the media, both of Arsenal fans and just football fans in general, they're going to get so angry. Yeah, to be fair, second team is really good. Yeah, they get so angry. They're going to get so angry. You know what they're like, Arsenal fans, when they don't get their way. And now it's like we've got this team. We have a front three of Eze, Gyökeres, and Saka. Gyökeres, give him a bit of time to get better. You can't have that front three and not win a trophy. You can't have that midfield of Subi Rice, and Odegaard and not do something. You can't have the back four of Calafiori, Gabriel Saliba, and Timber, or White, whoever they do, and not win something. You can't have. I mean, I don't really rate Raya that much, as if you see on my Twitter, I don't like him very much. But let's say Raya, right? Let's say Raya, he's good as well when he wants to be, when he's not being clumsy. We have the goalkeeper to be able to win. Then why aren't we winning? Because we have to think about it. Carabao Cup. I mean, we either get too complacent like we did against Newcastle, and we end up losing, or we get too cocky. We put a stupid team out, then we lose to West Ham or we lose to Man United. So then all we have left is the Premier League, which we end up screwing up because our players get nervous. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Well, who was asked about the ball? Again, I'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, but another thing, or another song, but yeah, the Premier League, which we're just not good enough to win that because we just panic. We can't perform in big games. I mean, to be fair, we didn't play awful at Anfield, but you could sort of tell after the 60th, 70th, 70th minute, Arteta wanted to play for the point. And then we didn't we when we conceded a late free kick, which I mean I'm not going to take it away from Liverpool, and that was probably one of the best free kicks, one of the if not the best free kick of the Premier League. And before you say Ronaldo's one against Arsenal, that's a Champions League semi-final actually. But so I'm not going to take anything away from Liverpool because they won fair. Well, technically it was well, not say unfair, but it was just at the end of the day they had a better moment than we did. We could have won by something like that. I mean, we did that against Real Madrid. Yeah, I don't mean in general, I mean people. But and then I have space up there. There, no, that's gonna work. Can that work? Yeah, it can. Yeah, and then with the Champions League, I mean, we get to the semi-final, and then we can't shoot, we can't do anything, and then again we just start feeling sorry for ourselves. We save a penalty, then we score a few minutes later, and then we miss an open goal. I mean, to be fair, that was very unlucky for Saka. But being unlucky isn't going to win you a trophy. Feeling sorry for yourself. I'm talking about this like more or less last season and a bit of this season. Well, everything really. I mean, you can't feel sorry for yourself and then be upset and say, "Oh, we'll go for it next year," because the mentality is not there. I think I just need to do less chatting because I'm going to cook Arsenal. And then we ask, and you go on Twitter. I mean, let's just go. I'm going to go on Twitter. I can't check the screen, so I'll go on Twitter and I'll write in Arteta, and I'll read out the first three in top, or I'll do latest. Every attacker eventually becomes a DM once they've been coached by Arteta. So Arteta, I don't know. I mean, it depends what you want because I think Gyökeres has the potential to be better than Isak. But then if you want to win now, you want a player that's gotten better. So it's too early to say. No, I don't think Gyökeres is going to be a flop. I mean, you're going to have to give him time because I know he played for Coventry. I saw someone told me earlier. He played for Coventry. That's a long time ago in a completely different league. He plays in the Portuguese league. So you have to give him time. I mean, he look. I mean, I was at the Arsenal game. He looked quite good against Leeds. His running was I know it's a Leeds though, so they're technically a Championship club. But it depends. We need him to score against Nottingham. If he can't score against Nottingham Forest, if he doesn't score against Nottingham Forest, you know he needs to score. He needs to score an important goal. So it's just mixed. Give him 6 months under Arteta and you'd hate him. Something else. Then Arteta's a newcomer. You just don't know what to like. They're either backing him. You can't. Who will do better? Liverpool, Ekatike, or Isak? I mean, probably Isak because Ekatike is probably not even going to start. So yeah, but as I was saying, so you either have people. I'm pretty sure Arteta was actually getting threats at one point. So they either hate him with all their might, or they're just what's the word? They're just I can't remember the word. Yeah, he better score at Spurley if he plays, yeah. But either that or they're just glazing, that's what, glazing Arteta all the time. Oh, well, he'll do it this season. But why has he not done it now? Why has he not done it now? Because he needs to start. I mean, he has an FA Cup, fair enough. You can sort of count the Community Shield for the reason, before you call me deluded, for the reason that we won the FA Cup to get into Community Shield and we finished second against treble winning Man City to get to the Community Shield. So you can sort of count those like half trophies, but I'm not going to count those in the grand scheme of things. He's won one trophy in 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. And then you have that team. I've been nasty, and then you have to question his recruitment. It's just favouritism. Ramsdale, I mean, I was saying this on Twitter earlier, or yesterday. Ramsdale, he had all of that potential. Like, you saw him against Liverpool. You saw him against Liverpool. He was cooking. Just trying to straighten it out. Yeah. Against Liverpool, he played really well, and I thought, yeah, but of the fans are like that. I like that. They think, let's say, well, my defensive midfield's better than yours. Like, maybe he's better than Caicedo. He probably is. But Caicedo has a Conference League, which, to be fair, I won't count that. But he has a Club World Cup. He has the trophies to back his name up. What's Rice got? I'm not blaming Rice for this. I'm not blaming any of. I'm not. I can blame the players. But I'm also blaming Arteta. He just gets too cocky and doesn't do it. I mean, the signings, Havertz. I mean, what was that? I mean, think about it from a strike. We could have got like Osimhen or something. Because let's say you're a striker. I mean, being realistic, all hatred aside, you're a striker and you're getting better and you want to play for a big team. Let's say Osimhen. I know they won the Serie A, but I mean, you want to play in the Premier League. And you see that Arsenal are building a team. They're about to sign Declan Rice. They're making this really strong team. And you think, I want to be a part of that team. I can see a gap in that team that's stopping them. So then why aren't they? Why I can fix this. He signs Havertz. He literally crashes Rosa Palaga's wedding to give Havertz. I don't think they paid. I don't know. They paid a lot. I don't know whether it's too much. I mean, in general, it is too much. But compared to Havertz, you got a bargain. But I mean, then you get Havertz, and when Havertz is bad, you back Havertz, and you don't start Jesus or play Martinelli at strike or whatever. And Ketia, who's looking decent. Raya, you see Raya, he passes the ball into the opposition. Half the time he can't kick. I mean, I'm not going to deny that he's really good at saving. Then when Raya was making these mistakes, because I recall him saying in a press conference just after the window in the 23-24 season, he said, I'm going to rotate Ramsdale and Raya for the season as Raya's on loan. We'll see who plays better. And for whatever happens, I'll try and rotate where I see fit. So you see fit where in a cup match and in games where Rare physically, literally can't play. It's just it's favouritism because Rare had so many bad performances and he's had so many now. You just have to question it. A team doesn't win by favouritism. A team does not win by favouritism at all. A team wins by being able to sacrifice players fairly. I don't know. I don't think we should sell Raya because I don't know who Arteta would want to get. I mean, I don't want Ramsdale back now because Arteta has basically ruined his career. Donnarumma has now gone to Man City. Alisson's getting old and he's going to stay at Liverpool anyway. I won't want him. Yeah, I know. So I know. Say find a better goalie than us. And you say this if I'm doing it, I can't just go up to one of the Arsenal games and say, "All right, these are my goalkeepers." I mean, there are so many keepers out there. I mean, Garcia's looking good. There's so many good goalkeepers out there. But the thing is, the question you have to ask is Arteta the one to make them world class? You just don't know. I mean, I might have to turn this into an Arsenal therapy, like that. I forgot his name now. Someone does. At least it would be quite good, to be fair. But I don't think Salah is going to have the season he had last. He's not. I'm not. I'm not denying he's going to score goals and get assists and play decently well. I don't think he's going to have the magic season he had last season. But he's getting older. He's had that. He's had that season now. There's other players around him, so I don't think he's statistically going to look better. But he'll still contribute. I remember when I said Arsenal are going to win the Premier League because I thought with all of our players and our backup, you'd think that with the team would actually try. Would actually think, oh well, we actually have the team. We can win it now. We have one of the best teams in the world now, and we've built more or less a super team now. So why aren't we winning it? Why aren't we getting into finals? But as long as the players and the team feel sorry for themselves, the longer we're not going to win a trophy. I mean, I know it's the only. I know the Europa League. We're not in that. But Tottenham were 17th. Tottenham was 17th. Oh, sack my man Arteta. Let's hold a message for sack my man Arteta. Yeah, I'll allow that. Let's just been up for review. I don't want to sack. I don't know if sacking him would be the right decision because I mean, who is going to want to manage Arsenal? Because I don't know. I think we're just stuck for a bit now. But either Arteta, he's going to have to get fairer. He's going to have to get less scared, or we're not going to win anything. I mean, I'm not just going to sulk over the Liverpool game because that's one game. But we can't. We just all these games where we just get nervous and we don't play as well as we want to. Just feel sorry for ourselves. I'll give you some. The PSG games. I mean, them Dembele scored early. Yes, I mean Ten Hag did get sacked after 2 games. I think that was a bit harsh. But there are other reasons apparently. But I just don't know anymore because we have the players. We just about have the manager and we have the fan base. So why aren't we doing it? I'm not saying, oh, I want you to win a trophy. You're winning a trophy this season with like, oh, I understand that. There's going to be unlucky games. I think I was bad manager, but I'm sure he'd get you a trophy quicker. I don't know. I don't know if he'd get us a trophy quicker than us. I mean, he might. He might go for like, the Carabao Cup or something. And I mean, Ten Hag is not a bad manager. Like, look at him when he was at Ajax. He was really good. Got them to a semi-final, I believe. Yeah, he did. I just don't know anymore because I'm just lost for words, really. I mean, the PSG game, Arteta made that speech of saying how, it's getting real now. Now we need to, which team wins trophy first this season? Well, it's obviously going to have to be a team win the Carabao Cup. So probably Liverpool or Chelsea. But I never thought, well, we're having these backup players. We loan out Zinchenko, and I mean, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, it's the team that wins. Yeah, thank you. It's the team that wins the Carabao Cup. I don't know if who have Chelsea got on round three? Have they got on round three? Because we've got Port Vale away. Who have Chelsea got? Let's have a look. Matches. Chelsea have got Lincoln City away, so they have to win that. And you have Southampton. We have Port Vale. Yeah, Chelsea have Lincoln City away. Just looked at it. I mean, I don't think Newcastle aren't going to do it again. I'm sorry, they're not. It's a sort of a situation where I'd want to say Arsenal, but it's not going to be Arsenal. So really, most teams look at a season and think, well, we have four trophies to win, with one of them being one where other teams don't really like to win that or don't want to win it as much. So we could try and exploit that. Arsenal fans go into a season and think we have two trophies to win, one where we have to be consistent the whole season and play and get results even when we're not at our best, which we're not good at doing, and the Champions League, which who has not won a trophy in the history wins one this season. Probably none of them. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I just don't know anymore. Probably Accrington and Stanley. No, I'm joking. Grimsby have more of a chance than Man United do. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Enough of the waffling. Might as well play some more Fall Guys because we don't want to make it too negative. But in conclusion, no one will win a trophy who hasn't already. Hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I'll get my predictions up because I uploaded predictions onto Manboythefanboy YouTube, of course. Put at the top if you want to have a look. We'll go to my. So I predicted the top four to be Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, and I've given the reasons already. Grimsby might get kicked out. If they get kicked out, yeah, I have that. If they get kicked out, that'll be awful because they Grimsby technically won twice. Yeah, I said Carabao Cup winners, Liverpool. If they cut Man City, although that might not happen now. Champions League, Barcelona, and there's nothing else. So Champions League, we haven't got the consistency. Yeah, they're going to get a fine apparently. I mean, it's probably going to be expensive for them, but they'll cope. Champions League isn't impossible, but then we always find a way to get nervous, and whenever it gets serious, our players bump themselves. Carabao Cup is a no because we don't care about that. FA Cup potentially, probably not. Third to Premier League, where you have to be consistent. You have to literally